Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Stephen Hawking.
Well, it's here. Let's go check it out. There we go. Been waiting for that.
Hey guys, welcome to the homestead. So about 5 years ago, let me tell you a little story. About 5 years ago, and this is just my opinion. About 5 years ago, the networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, started noticing a severe drop in their ratings, viewership. And they noticed this drop in their viewership and they didn't understand, what was going on. Why are we losing viewers? They started asking the question. And after they noticed this drop in viewership, a few years ago, they started doing focus groups and surveys and things like that to find out where their viewers were going, because they're not hanging out and watching their TV shows anymore. And they realized, excuse me, that a lot of their viewers were going to places like Facebook, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, and some other places. And so they got that information from surveys and focus groups and things like that, and they're like, oh my goodness, we're losing, viewership to these other places. And they decided they had to do something. And, it's like, it was just the other day, the New York Post posted an article talking about the ratings of most of the networks, the big guys out there in TV land. And they used the word in the article, bloodbath. The New York Post, bloodbath. NCIS, Big Bang Theory. People are dropping off the viewership radar like you would not believe. That was recently. That was just posted the other day. And so this has been a trend that's been going on for a number of years. And there's that old saying, if you can't beat them, join them. And the networks realized very quickly that they could not beat YouTube. They could not beat Facebook. They could not beat Netflix. And so they decided, we got to get in with these guys. And I don't know, when it came to YouTube, they basically came to YouTube and said, hey, listen, we want a part of your, we're losing viewers, your viewers are coming here, let us come in and try to give content for your viewers. And obviously they're paying YouTube a good penny for all that exposure to these viewers, because that's where the viewers are at. That's where they're hanging out at. It's what they're there. And it was the reason so many people left is because they were tired of scripted programming, TV programmings that are scripted, things that aren't real. Even the what do you call it? Things like Survivor, reality TV shows. They're all scripted. They're all fake. And, the other cable networks knew that as well, and they're losing viewership. And so all these things are fake. And people didn't want that anymore. The reason they were hanging out at places like YouTube was because they were seeing real people, and that appealed to more folks, more viewers than the scripted stuff that you found on the networks. So as the trend continued, the networks came in, and you saw probably just the other day, YouTube launched YouTube TV, which brings in the networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, and a lot of their programming. And you have things like YouTube Red, which are now basically, scripted programming as well. A lot of the programs the feature programs that they're pushing on viewers, it's all scripted stuff. And it's not really about you anymore. And so, that has been the big, that's really what's going on. You have all these networks coming in and trying to take over YouTube, and they're paying YouTube a lot of money to have access to the viewers. I see on my feed all the time, I see so many things that I'm not subscribed to. And it's in my feed. It's advertisements YouTube is putting there, and it's trying to draw people away from the content they subscribe to for content they've never subscribed to. I have seen this GG Gorgeous thing on my feed for the last 7 months or so. I never subscribed to that crap. Katy Perry has been on my feed for the last week, heavy. This Katy Perry thing. I don't even know who Katy Perry is, and I don't, but it's on my feed. So if it's on my feed, it's on your feed. I never subscribed to Katy Perry. they're drawing people away. And see, that's why, you know, the adpocalypse is one thing on YouTube, but it's the viewers. They're trying to draw away the viewers, and I am getting, you know, the ad revenue has gone up a little bit on my channel, but my minutes watched are down, my subscribers are down. You know, the people who've joined my channel, I've never had a down month for subscribers, but I'm getting less subscribers than I've gotten before, and it's because YouTube is pushing all this other content that's network-based or scripted, and it's drawing people away because, you know, but you know, people are really getting angry about this stuff because YouTube is no longer about you, it's about them. And that's just what YouTube has morphed into. It's morphed into a network, or basically a coalition of networks, you know, pushing their programming on the people. And so that's why you see so many people out, and there's like thousands of videos out there now of people who are angry at YouTube. Just the other day, YouTube put out a survey for its content creators saying, hey, listen, you know, we want to know why, we want to know, you know, if you're happy at YouTube. We want to know, you know, what you want to do, what you would do to make YouTube better. You know, how would you improve it? The reason they put that survey out, folks, it's obvious. It's because so many people are angry at YouTube. They know it. And they know there's competing platforms emerging, because if you just stop for a second and you listen, it's this giant sucking sound. It's this giant sucking sound. It's a vacuum being created because so many people are angry at YouTube for pushing this network garbage and downgrading the real content of everyday people who are making content, good content, on YouTube. And so there's this giant exodus that's about to happen. If it hasn't already started, it's already started. And I looked at minds.com. I mean, I talked about this in videos past, and you know, there's lots of people who are making these. I mean, YouTube, you don't think YouTube takes notice when they see all of these videos being posted out about being angry at YouTube? They notice. They know that the content creators are not happy. They know the content creators are not happy with being censored. They're angry. And so I would love to have seen the executives' looks when they're looking at the results of the survey they just put out for the creators, because it's got to be abysmal. And I mean, you don't think that the executives at YouTube, they know about the different competing technologies that are emerging right now, platforms, minds.com, Empire Cred, VidMe, Vimeo, all these places are taking in some of that sucking sound, this vacuum that's happening right now on YouTube, and they're worried about it. They've also heard about Steam, and there's a lot of people moving to Steam. I have seen so many YouTubers, people who have been censored like crazy, people like SGT Report, and there's so many channels out there who are just like, we are so done. We're so done. We're so done with our stuff being demonetized and censored or whatever, that these people are moving. I think STEEMIT is like up to, like, you know, a few thousand new subscribers a day. I saw the other day some stats, like I think a couple days they had like 4,000 new subscribers, you know, each day. And it's because people have heard of STEEMIT. They like the platform. Yeah, it's still in its infancy. It's a little hard to navigate. It's not perfect, but it's brand new, and they're developing it. And they have new releases coming out, upgrades for STEEMIT coming out, you know, very soon. They're called hard forks. So people are moving, and then you have SteamQ, which is a YouTube competing platform, a video hosting platform that's just on the verge of being launched. I don't know when it's going to be launched, but I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. I know a lot of YouTubers who are looking at this and talking about it. If you haven't checked it out, steamq.com, you can read about it and see what the difference is. And you'll Google it and see some of the articles written on STEEMIT about SteamQ and what this is going to provide. The days of censorship, over. It's a blockchain. You can't censor a blockchain, you know, and that just provides so much freedom. You know, I've seen people like Wrangler Star and others who are saying that, you know, I want to put gun videos out there, but, you know, the YouTube execs and the YouTube, you know, censor monkeys are not going to allow you to put that stuff up, you know, and, you know, other things too, medicine, essential oils, all kinds of stuff, you know, or, you know, things against Monsanto. That stuff never goes viral because YouTube puts the kibosh on it when it starts to. And we've experienced that as well. Imagine that. I mean, somebody said, you can't post things about Big Pharma on YouTube because it'll get censored. And I've seen a lot of stuff from Big Pharma. People who are posting alternative medicine stuff on YouTube, they get censored. Big Pharma, meet blockchain. Blockchain, meet Big Pharma. Monsanto, meet blockchain. Blockchain, meet Monsanto. It's over. There is no, you cannot censor the blockchain. Once it's on the blockchain, it's there forever. You can never censor it. It can never be removed. It's in there. That's how the blockchain works. And if someone goes to STEEMIT and posts something that's absolutely ridiculous, the community can downvote it if they find it offensive. Offensive content. Some racist gets on there and posts a bunch of garbage. The community is the censor. Okay, they decide what's going to be allowed and what's not. They can downvote, and a lot of people won't do that because if you get in a downvote war, what happens is you downvote somebody and they get angry at you. They go to your page and they downvote your stuff, and really what the result is, you all lose money. And so there is no censorship. If you see something you don't agree with on STEEMIT, chances are you're just going to, do what you should normally do and just go find something you do agree with, something you do find interesting, and stay in that area rather than get in a fight match with somebody you don't agree with. It's going to cause a bunch of problems for your channel as well as theirs. STEEMIT provides a more cooperative community, and it's not censored. The blockchain cannot be censored. And so that's this amazing technology that's coming out. YouTube knows it. They're scared to death of it. It's decentralized, whereas YouTube is centralized. They control everything, and the community controls the blockchain. So, I'm ready to make the move. And when it comes to money, guys, people are like, oh, it's all about money for you. Absolutely not. Really what it comes down to is this. This is why I'm so angry. You take a look at, again, Wrangler Star. He'll put out a video. He has, almost close to 600,000 subscribers. He'll put out a video, and he gets 25,000 views on that video. Maybe tops. Maybe he'll get more. But what's that percentage-wise? What's 25,000 percentage-wise of, 600,000 or whatever, 500,000, whatever he's got? I don't know. I don't have a calculator in front of me to give you an example, but it's like, 8%, 5%, 4% of viewership? See, YouTube isn't keeping just money from you. It's keeping your subscribers from you. Another channel, John Kohler, growingyourgreens.com, one of my favorite channels on YouTube, 400,000 subscribers. He'll put out a video. He put out a video the other day, and within 24 hours, his video only had like 2,000 views. 2,000 views. What's that? Like 0.5%? It's like they're not just keeping money from the content creators, people who take the time to produce good content. They're keeping the subscribers away because they're pummeling the subscribers with all these other things. A guy on my channel the other day said, Zach, man, I wish you'd post more stuff on YouTube. I hardly see you on here anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? I post like 2 or 3 videos a week. He's like, well, I'm not getting the notifications. Exactly. Yep. You're not getting the notifications because you're being pummeled with so many other things. If you're getting the notifications, you're not even seeing them because you're being pummeled with Katy Perry. It's okay. It's all good because there's alternatives now. There's going to continue to be alternatives. STEEMIT. I love it. I love it. STEEMIT. SteamQ, I'm going to love it. Even if it's not perfect when it launches, I know it'll get there because the community will make it great. Really looking forward to this. And I'm not about to quit YouTube yet, but I'm close. And when SteamQ launches, I've already decided I'm going to take some of my videos down. I will delete them from YouTube and I will put them on SteamQ. Things like the seasonal episodes, some of the more popular things I have on there, I will delete them and put them. I will still do things for YouTube. I've already decided I'll continue to do podcasts for YouTube. The live podcast Saturday night, the Late Late Show on the homesteadnetwork.com. That will stay. We're going to keep doing that. People like it, and we'll do it. Maybe SteamQ will allow some kind of live broadcast at some point. I don't know. But for now, that'll stay. But, gun videos. Things like that, medicinal, healthcare, homestead healthcare videos we've done. that stuff gets censored. It's not allowed to succeed because, you know, Big Pharma and Monsanto and all these other places have influence, and they can get your stuff removed because people at YouTube will do their bidding because those people have power. Again, Big Pharma, meet blockchain. Monsanto, meet blockchain. It's over. You're done. You're done here. You know, goodbye. So people wonder why I'm making the jump. They're seeing that, and people are saying, you know, I'm not going to do the STEEMIT, and that's cool. You can stay on the Titanic if you want, because here's how I see it. The Titanic has hit the iceberg, and most of us little guys are down in the holds of the ship. We have no idea what's going on up top. But see, you know, we're all fighting to get out and just try to find out. I'm out. I'm on the top deck. I see it. I'm trying to find a lifeboat, and I'm looking at my options. I looked at Minds.com. I started an account on VidMe and some of these other places. But you know where I found home, or at least what I call home for now, or what I think has the best opportunity and the best promise, is STEEMIT and the eventual launch of SteamQ. That's what I have found, and I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket anymore. I want to be able to produce good content for you. I want to be rewarded for that content. And the thing I want the most, what all content creators want the most, is to be able to stay in touch with those people who you have won over with your hard work, producing good, educational, entertaining content, and they have rewarded you with that precious subscription click. They have decided to click on that subscribe button. And now you don't have access to them anymore because the networks have come in and paid YouTube to deny you that access. It's the same with Facebook. You go on Facebook, I have 100,000 likes on my Facebook page, the American Homestead Facebook page. Over 100,000. I think it's 111,000 now or something like that. And you know what? I'll be lucky if I ever get an audience with those people who have liked my page ever again. The only way I can get in front of those people again is if I pay Facebook to show them my post. Wrong answer. You know, these blockchains, what these are going to do is allow you not only a way to make money, but allow you to stay in contact with the people who have rewarded you with that follow or with that subscribe link. You know, they find what you've created entertaining and informative, and they like you, and they hit that button, and you now have the opportunity to stay in contact with them and communicate with them on a regular basis. No more are they denied or held hostage from you because someone else came in and paid a bunch of money so that you would be ignored. But that's what these Facebook, YouTube are doing. They're holding your subscribers hostage. And I won't do it anymore. I'm done. I don't know when it's going to be, but I'll you know, YouTube is a platform like anything else, and I'll keep putting content up there from time to time, you know, podcasts and videos. But when SteamQ launches, when that day happens, there will be a severe change. And YouTube has lost me. And I made that very clear in the survey that they gave me the other day, you know, that they sent out to all the creators. You know, I made that very clear that I'm done with you. You know, you've turned into a network. And you've turned into the reason people left the networks. You just gave them a different, they just got, you know, taken. YouTube got invaded by big money, you know, and it's no longer about you. It's about them. It's them tube, network tube. That's what it is. And I'm done with that. So anyway, people have wanted to know, check out STEEMIT, check out SteamQ. I'm very excited about where this is going to lead. It does provide a good income, and you got to understand blockchain technology. Very simple to understand once you just take the time. Hey, listen, folks, it's all about the ability to, the intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Stephen Hawking said that. And you know what? Things are changing. And yeah, it's a little new, it's different, and it takes some learning, education, but you don't ever want to be in a position where you don't learn something anymore, where you tune it out. It's very easy to understand if you just apply yourself and take the time to learn what blockchain is, to learn what cryptocurrency is. You can make money on these other platforms. You don't have to have your subscribers held hostage anymore. You don't. So anyway, hope that's been encouraging to you. I have seen, there was a couple homesteaders who've moved over there. I've seen a lot of different content photographers, all kinds of different categories of people on YouTube moving over to STEEMIT. and they're making good money. There was the Rain Homestead. They've moved over there, and they were just getting started, and I re-steamed one of their articles, and the articles got, I think one of the articles got like $200 for, you know, for posting on there. Amazing. And then there was a guy from Australia, I forgot what his channel is now. You can go to my channel and see it, but he was basically digging out a log, cutting down a tree, and you know, just showing that on video. And I re-steamed it, and he made like 10 bucks on that post. And he had made, it was like down to a penny when he started. I mean, it wasn't making anything. And I re-steamed it. So you have that ability to help other content creators and lift them up as you're lifted up. That's true community right there, where you can lift up others, you know, and they can benefit right along with you. I love it. I love it. So, guys, if you're getting interested on STEEMIT, here's 2 recommendations I want to give you. There's a guy named Papa Pepper, and he's a homesteader. He lives not that far from me. We're going to have him on my channel here. We're going to get him here, and we're going to talk about STEEMIT. We're going to talk about homesteading. Great guy. I think the world of him. He is an amazing member of the STEEMIT community. So many things to say about this guy. He has a series of videos that help people who are new to STEEMIT understand it. Great guy. The other guy, two people. Papa Pepper's one. Craig Grant is the other. You go find out, you find Craig Grant, and you look at him and see, you see what he's doing on STEEMIT, and you learn from him. I have learned so much from his channel, and you know, he's a little different. He's not a homesteader, but I mean, I feel a lot of connection between that guy, because he just wants to help people, and he does. He helps out a lot of people. So. He's helped out me tremendously in this whole cryptocurrency thing and finding new ways to be able to make money. I'm going to do a video called Only Losers Buy Crypto, Winners Earn Crypto. And you can earn crypto. So that's it. Papa Pepper, Craig Grant. Check out these 2 guys. I'll leave links to their channels or to their pages on STEEMIT in the description below. See them. You're going to learn a lot from those guys, especially if you're new to STEEMIT. And you know, things like BitConnect, and we started with BitConnect. We're earning currency on BitConnect, and we're earning money on Genesis mining, you know, all that stuff. I'm using my Steam dollars to invest in myself and in those things, and I'm earning money with that. And if I want to cash out, I can cash out of some of these things and make money that way. Just like more money than I'm making at YouTube. And the big thing is, it's not about the money, it's about the subscribers. I have access to my subscribers. They're no longer being held hostage. I know, long video, you know, but it takes a long video to explain myself. And I'm very frustrated, but I'm at peace because I know that the market rules out, you know, and when there's, I mean, what is it called? The invention is the mother of all necessity or something like that. There's a need right now. There's this giant sucking sound, and people are not happy. And so the market is making a change, and people are going to that change. You know, intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. I'll leave you with that. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, check out this list of amazing folks. These are patrons. We're never going to abandon you guys. We're going to keep putting out great content on the Patreon channel. In fact, I'm getting ready to do a video up the hill on that right now. So if you want more information, you can go to patreon.com/AnAmericanHomestead. These are the folks that make it all possible for us. Really appreciate you guys. And, you know, check us out on STEEMIT. Go over there. You know, see our page. Learn how it works. Papa Pepper and Craig Grant. Go check them out. And check out the videos on the left. And hit that subscribe button down there below. You know, even though we may not be around much longer, we really appreciate the subscribers. And, you know, I'm just trying to let you know what we're doing so that you can benefit as well. All right, guys. See you next time on the Homestead.